Liberia is a country on the west coast of Africa and it borders with Sierra Leone from the northwest, Guinea from the north, and Ivory Coast from the east. The coastline is about 680 kilometers long and the total land area is 111,000 kilometers, which makes Liberia slightly larger than European countries such as Bulgaria and Portugal, but smaller than Greece. Its 5 million inhabitants are divided into 15 counties and 16 ethnic groups, each with its own identity. The capital Monrovia is located in the upper west coast of the country. Monrovia is the country's most populous city, with no less than 1 million residents, accumulating to 29% of Liberia's total population. It's also the country's economic, financial, and cultural center. Its economy is primarily centered on its harbor and its role as the seat of Liberia's government. Liberia was founded on 7 January 1822 by freed slaves from the United States of America, and it was declared independent on August 24 of 1847. Liberia has had a rather tumultuous history, to say the least, with 2 bloody civil wars between 1989 and 2003. These conflicts cost the lives of 250,000 people, and by the end of 2003, the country lay in ruins. However, unlike other African countries, they transitioned to a democracy rather quickly and chose their first female president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, by the end of 2003. Since then, Liberia has enjoyed peace and stability. Liberia is an extremely lush country that is suitable for farming. Agricultural land covers 28.1% of the total landmass. Forests take up 44.6%, and the other 27.3% is mostly hilly terrain, with rolling plateaus and mountains in the northeast of the country. The highest point in Liberia is Mount Wuteve at 1,440 meters. The country has several short rivers draining to the Atlantic Ocean. As we can see, Liberia has a rapidly growing young population. This growth peaked at 4.6% per year in 2006, but has since fallen to 2.7%. This is thanks to measures that are being taken to improve family planning and contraceptive education. Between 1960 and 2012, Liberia's population grew by a staggering 274%. Liberian ambassador took us through the different steps that you need to go through before you can open a business in Liberia. You start with going to the central government. They will assign you to a specialized department, for example, the Ministry of Agriculture. Then they will take you to another sector ministry where you get a special permit. Then you have to choose one county to focus on. It's not possible to do business in all of the different counties at the same time with one license. You'll have to get a separate license for every county you do business in. So now that you know a little bit about the country of Liberia, let's talk about business. You've done your research and you think that your company is fit for the Liberian market. Follow me as I take you through the different steps of opening your business in this beautiful West African nation. Get ready for a rough ride because according to the World Bank, Liberia is 2 places behind Afghanistan on the EMF Ease of Doing Business ranking as of 2019. If you can look past this, there are many wonderful business opportunities in this tropical paradise. Our spokesperson at the embassy explained to us how to find a trustworthy person in Liberia that we could use as a business partner. The easiest way, he explained to us, was to go via the embassy, as they will find a contact person for you. This is also an extra security that you have in place, because the embassy is liable for this person. Let's talk taxes. Liberian income taxes can swing anywhere between 25% and 2%. However, for large companies such as mining and companies in the oil sector, the tax is 30%. As in many other countries, the tax rate in Liberia is income-based. Business etiquette is crucial while doing business in Liberia. Let's take a look at it. In Liberia, people wear both typical business suits and traditional dresses in business meeting. And unlike in some Western countries, it actually is appropriate and encouraged for foreigners to wear traditional Liberian outfits. Furthermore, appearance is an important aspect and a show of respect during formal meetings, and it is very important to refer to people by their professional titles. The Liberians generally use their right hand for handshakes and gifts. When it comes to handshakes, Liberians tend to shake hands, ending with a finger snap, usually in casual situations. But a traditional handshake is common for formal and business situations. It is polite to greet everyone or shake everyone's hand individually before taking a seat for a meeting. Punctuality is not as important in Liberia as it is in, for example, Belgium. However, Liberians are more punctual than neighboring West African countries. In the countryside, it is rare for women to participate in business meetings. In urban areas, it is not unheard of to see a woman in important positions. Liberians often try to impress business partners with high-class dinners, and if you are invited to such an event, dress for the occasion. If you invite someone to dinner, you are expected to pay. When a meal is served, it is expected that you wait to eat until the oldest person at the tables begins. As in Flanders, do not discuss topics such as culture, politics, and religion at the dinner table. Let's talk about some cross-cultural aspects. As Liberia's official language, the overwhelming majority of business dealings will be conducted in English, with very few exceptions. Most Liberians are Christians, although there exists a sizable Muslim minority. Despite this, 85% of Liberians have superstitious beliefs, such as ancestor worship and the belief in evil spirits. Liberians, like most Africans, are very friendly and open. It is common to greet strangers whenever you sit next to them. Liberia has a strong music industry, and much of music played on the radio is produced in Liberia itself. Liberia has an informal caste system, which has been in decline over the years. However, it still affects a large proportion of daily life, namely the divide between natives and freed slaves. The Liberians who claim ancestry from the freed slaves of America are considered a higher social status than the natives, which even now still leads to some ethnic problems. Let's end with some advice for you, future investors. While it may be daunting to invest in an unfamiliar market, the potential rewards are great, and Liberia is a prime candidate to capitalize on Africa's projected growth in the 21st century. It is important to note that unlike Belgium, business deals are very personal, and that can be a major barrier for business deals. In addition, any large business venture should be overseen by a reputable local lawyer, which will drastically improve your protection on investment. Overall, Liberia is an excellent choice for future investment, and early investors like you are likely to see the largest rewards. Thank you.